YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Man, do I got a great article for you guys. One that's going to shake the rails for the existing Canadians in Canada. So why are they making a big fuss about this? I'm going to get to the article right now. Based out of Richmond, British Columbia. Richmond, British Columbia is south of the Vancouver YVR airport. It also borders part of, I think it's White Rock and other parts there. Yeah, up by that area, in the southern area, closest to the U.S. border. And the reason why I'm putting up this video is because it is troubling. It's called birth tourism. So there's an e-petition going around right now on Facebook, getting people to sign this petition about birth tourism. And what is birth tourism? Birth tourism now exists in Canada, whereby expected mothers who are foreign nationals with no status in Canada gain automatic citizenship for their children born in Canada. We are calling for the government to implement concrete measures to eliminate this practice. Please sign here and share. Petition E1527 is open to all Canadians and residents and has no age limit. So here's the deal. Why are people so fuming or mad about this? Well, there's many reasons to be mad. It's because of the other immigrants that came in the 80s and 90s that had to bite the bullet. The ones that had to work really hard to pay their high interest loans down. The ones that built the infrastructure. My dad worked construction pretty much most of his life till he got hurt. But badly. And yeah, no. Working hard, building the infrastructure, setting up infrastructure, and not having as many kids because it was too expensive. And yeah, and what's this going on right now with now people can just come and have a baby and you're in? You know, it's really sad because there's a lot of countries that Canada does not let in. There's, I'm going to pick on Portugal because I am Portuguese and I know stories of people like wives trying to reunite with their husbands here or people trying to move their businesses here because there's a huge predominant Portuguese population in Ontario. There's about, right now, census is showing it at 395,000 Portuguese living in Ontario. And a lot of them built the infrastructure. A lot of them worked really hard, sidewalks, fixing roads, sewer systems, all kinds of really heavy labor jobs, you know, heavy-duty rebar and construction and torch cutting. And let me get to my point. A lot of people, basically, for example, from Portugal, they can't come here. There's no immigration open from Portugal to Canada. There's zero immigration. There's an application that you fill out, but nobody gets approved. My uncle's brother tried to move here and move a landscaping company. Like, not move the company, but he has a landscaping company in Portugal who he's going to give to his son that lives in Portugal and just hand him, because his son works with him. So he's going to, here, son, take the business. I'm going to go to Canada, open something small, employ maybe 12, 13 people, 5, 6 trucks, a small operation, just cut a little bit of lawns here and there, nothing serious, because he did his time. They wouldn't give him, they told him, no, you can't come here. You can't come. So it's not that, the problem is, it's not that people come in and have a kid and it's done. It's that there's a lot of countries that are still not welcome to come into Canada, to immigrate to Canada, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so I don't want to get into specifics with the huge deportation of Portuguese from Canada. You can look it up. It's on file. The amount of Portuguese deported from Canada in the early 2000s and immigration ministers going to high schools and keeping the kids after school when the parents would call in the parents to bring in the paperwork. Last time that was done was during Nazi Germany time. But anyways, so people coming in, having a kid, and get all status and everything, and get all child benefits and everything for having your child here. Is this right? Is this the right thing to do? Do you guys believe that this is the right thing to do? Okay, if it is the right thing to do, fine. Should it be, at least all countries should be allowed to do it, as opposed to having only specific countries that they feel would benefit the country more? You know, and how do they benefit the country more if some people come and invest in the infrastructure and lay roots and have kids and send their kids to school through here, where some people come, I'm not saying a specific culture, but some people come and just abuse and use the healthcare system, bring over 70, 80-year-old people to come and use our healthcare system. Like, what's going on, people? Like, because back in the 80s and 90s, none of this would be happening. None of this would be, the country would be more safeguarded. Why? Is there something that we're not being told? Or because, I'm an idiot and I don't know anything. Is there something I don't know? Is there something, a bigger agenda that's going on somewhere in the world that half the Earth's population on some side of the world is going to be wiped out by 2025, for example, right? And we don't know it because we're the little peons. But we're trying to get as many people over here as possible to save as many human lives. But is there something going on bigger, a bigger agenda that I don't know, that someone doesn't know? Because why is this happening? Like, why is it specific countries are allowed in, but others can't? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're from France and you want to come to Canada, it's very simple. In most cases, the Canadian government will pay your air travel, your trip here to Canada if you immigrate to Canada from France. So I'm just trying to figure out the pros and cons of having this birth thing. So the petition of how this is there. If you guys want to go and fill it out, they say it's an abusive, exploitative practice known as birth tourism now exists in Canada, whereby expecting mothers of foreign nationals with no status in Canada gain automatic citizenship for their children born in Canada. That's huge. This could change the face of Canada within months and years. The practice of birth tourism is fundamentally debasing the value of Canadian citizenship. The practice of birth tourism can be very costly to taxpayers. Yeah, but what about the guys that came in and bit the bullet, worked hard, did their paperwork, like my wife from the Philippines? She had to do all this paperwork. She was already, a permanent resident when I met her. She didn't need me for nothing. She did it all on her own. She went through work, through the employer that hired her. She worked very strong, steady for like five straight years, doing everything by the book, paying her way, doing this, going to meetings, appointments. But then, I don't get it. So would this birth tourism thing work on her behalf? No, it probably won't either. So, with the amount of Filipinos that they deported from the BC area, or Canada, was it last year or the year before? Thousands of them were deported. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How does it work? Like, because I'm trying to understand this country, because all my, I don't know, the last 20 years of my life, I'm just trying to figure out what it is to be Canadian, or what is Canadian values. Like, what is it? Maybe someone could comment below, because I don't know anything, because somebody out there definitely knows why, because they're doing stuff like this, because somebody knows why they're doing stuff like this. Maybe they could comment below and tell us why something is going on like this. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.